big night for high school football around our area.
And our crack staff has spent the week digging up some of the best stories from fields from here out to Clewiston to Moorhaven. And we've got new number one, a little surprise, and a pair of super siblings as the big stories this week in high school football. Let's go behind the headlines and check out this week's prep page. Clewiston's Al Morrell had a chance to address a top-ranked football team this week. With preseason number one Charlotte suffering its first loss, the 5-0 Tigers moved up from number 2 to number 1 in the Wing TV Top 10. But that little step doesn't mean the Tigers will be getting big heads.
We're just, you know, a small football team that has worked very hard to get here. I don't think they're going to be overconfident, even if we end up being 9-0, 10-0. That doesn't make any difference. We know how we got here, and we're going to continue to work hard, and I think that's what's important.
There's no question the strength of this Clewiston team is defense. In 5 games, they've allowed just 1 touchdown and only 9 points overall. The Tigers are halfway to an undefeated season, but they know they can't look any farther ahead than each Friday night.
You can't look at the schedule and say, well, we're going to beat this team or we're going to beat that team. You know, we just take a game at a game and a week at a week, and we just strive to win every week.
Say hello to the Moorhaven Terriers. You may not have heard about them, but they're making plenty of noise. Southwest Florida's smallest school has just 21 players on its football team, but with a 4-1 record, the little team that could is number 7 in the Wing TV Top 10. Credit the team's seniors, all 3 of them, with bringing the Terriers along.
Well, we had a young team, so he depended a lot on the seniors. And, you know, I guess because, you know, I got so much senior leadership, we can take these guys much anywhere.
Where Moorhaven wants to go is the state playoffs, and a win tonight over Miami Westminster Academy would put them in the lead in District 7. And the Gadsden brothers have been leading the Fort Myers Green Wave to a spot in the top 5. With quarterback Roderick and tailback Kendall in the lineup, the Greenies won their first 2 games. But Kendall injured a knee in Fort Myers' 9-7 loss to Charlotte 2 weeks ago, so Roderick has been picking up the slack. Against Lely, he ran for a 52-yard touchdown and threw 2 TD passes. All this, plus he's
only a sophomore. He's got great talent. He's got good speed. He sees well, handles the option well. He throws the ball well, better than people give him credit for. And we're not afraid to put the ball in the air.
And the Green Wave hosts Riverdale tonight. That's just one of the games we'll have our eyes and our cameras on, so join us on Wing Sports tonight for a complete wrap-up. Well, the Reds and Pirates pick up the National League Championship Series with Game 6 right here tonight at 8 o'clock. And before you know it, the boys of winter will be back in Southwest Florida. The Sun Sox open their second senior league training camp just 3 weeks from tomorrow. Pat Dobson's back for another go-around as the Sox skipper. He led Fort Myers to the playoffs last season, and though the first year was an up-and-down one, when I talked with Dauber today at Terry Park, he said, all in all, senior ball was a fun way to spend the winter.
I had a great time. It was kind of nice in the clubhouse especially. You know, these guys are kind of throwbacks to the players that I played with. You know, they sit around and talk after the game, you know, and talk about baseball, and a lot of them are in the coaching end of it now at the minor league level and some at the big league level, and so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, but it's also a lot of work. Work Dobson hopes will pay off in a big league manager's job one day. The senior league gives him a good chance to show he can handle running a ball club, and it's a good chance to keep learning, too.
There's some people around who think I do a pretty good job at this, and I try and get better all the time. I don't know everything, but I'm learning, and when you feel like you know everything, then you should quit because you don't know everything.
He sounds like a former manager of his, Earl Weaver, who said it's what you learn after you know it all that counts.
Good advice.